Hey superstars, it's me, S.A.P. Super. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, I'm Shania, aka S.A.P. Super, and welcome to my channel. Today what I'm going to be doing is different from what I have on my YouTube channel as of right now. I'm doing a sit down video, and I haven't done a sit down video in over a year, so we'll see how this goes. It may have been longer than a year, I'm not quite sure, but I know it's been more than a year. So I'm going to be answering questions. I got some of my friends to ask me questions that they don't already know about me or that other people may not know about me that might be interesting to know. So yeah, there's a couple of assumptions mixed in there too. So I have a couple of questions and a couple of assumptions as well. And this whole video is just getting to know me more. So hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed to become a member of my superstar family. And I love you guys so much, and let's get into the video. So first question, what made you interested in music? So when I was born, I was told that I was singing before I even had all my teeth and everything. Like, I was always singing. And so I guess I always loved singing since I was like born. I just always wanted to be a singer growing up, and I don't really know how it happened because it just was like there. It's always been there for my entire life. This is how I've like been my entire life when it comes to music. I've always loved music and had a passion for music, and I don't really I don't really know how that came about. So, how old were you when you wrote your first song? I was probably about 8. I was in like 3rd grade. But the only song that I can remember from like my early on stages of songwriting is a song that I believe was written in 4th grade, and it was called Bubblegum Lipstick. What has been the biggest struggle with your music career? I think promoting has been the biggest struggle because one, I am so inconsistent. I get consistent for a while, and then I go straight back to being inconsistent, and then I will get some type of inspiration, and then I'll get consistent for a while and then go back inconsistent. And I think also a big challenge is skin color, because a lot of social media apps and just society in general tends to favor more of like a lighter skin tone, and so it's easier for someone of a lighter skin tone or someone who's white to obviously boost up and get like famous easier, or like get more views and stuff easier because of their skin tone. So while it is part of my inconsistency, it's also a part of like how it will be 2 times as hard, or like 1,000 times as hard than someone who is of lighter skin, because they can just have this one video and it's gonna blow up just because of how they look, versus me, who I actually have to put in a whole bunch of work to actually make it. So it's very challenging, but I am not discouraged, and I'm going to keep trying because I love what I do and I want to do it for the rest of my life. How have you dealt with the haters when it comes to your music? For me, I luckily have mostly a supportive group of people surrounding me, but there are people who I am aware of who are constant and will probably always be for the rest of their lives haters of me. So it really doesn't bother me. I kind of sometimes take it as a compliment, that like the fact that you're dedicated to spending all of your time to dislike every video that I've ever made, that comes off as a compliment to me, because I'm like, whoa, there's someone out there who's more dedicated to me than some of my closest friends who listen to all of my music, comment, and do all of this extra stuff. I'm like, wow, that shows a lot of dedication. That's like a hardcore fan to me. So I don't really take it too seriously or take it too much to heart. What are you looking forward to in the future with your music career? Going on tour. I cannot wait. I cannot stress this enough. I cannot wait till I'm like big enough to go on a tour or to just play a show. I want to play a show so badly. Do you think this will be your forever career? I hope so. I strongly do. Because if not, I will probably not be enjoying life. Who inspires you musically? There's a whole bunch of people who inspire me musically. I think one of the biggest people is Charlie Puth, because he writes and produces his own stuff, and that's what I do. He is a real inspiration to me that I can do it because he's doing it. And another reason why he's an inspiration is because he's like 28 or 29, which just shows that I don't have to make it now. I look at people like Ariana Grande, who's one of my favorite musicians ever, and Taylor Swift, who's one of my favorite musicians ever, and like Beyonce and all these different people who got famous when they were like 16, 13, way younger maybe. And then it feels like so discouraging at times, because it's like, oh, these great musicians, they were great and they made it when they were like 15, and I'm over here and I haven't made it yet. And so that's a little discouraging. But then I look at people like Charlie Puth, who didn't make it till he was like in his early or mid 20s, and then it's like, wow, it's like he probably made it before then, but it's just like, wow, I don't need to make it right now. I don't need to be this big superstar right now. Okay, so let's do some assumptions, because I've been filming for a really long time. Let's do some assumptions. I think you overthink or question a lot. Yes, I'm a perfectionist, so that is something that I do quite frequently. I think you have a lot of genuine friendships. Yes, as of right now, I do, and I'm really happy about it. I love the people that I'm surrounded by as of right now. I think I have a really good circle, and I'm so appreciative of that circle of friends that I have, and they're all super supportive, and they all like actually listen to my music. Oh, that's shade. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it that way. I promise. I didn't. It's so different, because this group of people that I'm surrounded with, for the longest time, I was used to my friends not thinking I was like a real artist at all, and not caring enough to even listen to my music, or only listening to it when I forced them to. It wasn't really a force, but when I'm playing it for them or something. And I still have this tendency to this day where I don't want to show my friends my music ahead of time, because I have this fear that if I show my music to my friends ahead of time, they're not going to listen to it when it actually comes out. But I'm so appreciative for the people that I have now, and I'm trying to switch my tendencies, because they are so amazing, and I know that they support me, and that they're not those type of friends. I think you have a goal to rule the world one day. I don't know about rule the world. Be an international superstar. That may be it. But I don't know about rule the world. So we're going to go back to a couple questions. What's your favorite instrument? Okay, this is very specific. I love synths. If you don't know what a synth is short for synthesizer. I love synthesizers. I love them. I love them with my entire heart. Last question that I'm going to end this video off on is, what are some words of encouragement / motivation for your fans who are scared to do the thing that they love because of other people? Okay. I've been through a lot with people making fun of me and people not believing in me. And at this point, I'm just like, I don't care. And I think that everyone's gonna get to that point where you're just like, whatever, you've been controlling me for too long. I literally do not care what you have to say. Go tell it to someone who cares. Do what you want to do. If you think it's gonna make you happy, do it. Because we only have one life, so do it. Don't let other people's opinions stop you from doing what you want to do. Trust me. Take it from someone who does and did let people's opinions affect them so much. Don't let it affect you that much, to where you don't do what you want to do and what you love to do because of these people, because of these, I don't know, I'm trying to come up with words, because it frustrates me so badly that there are people who had to go through what I went through, and there are people who have to go through worse than what I went through, and there's people who sit there and they make fun of someone for something that they love to do. It hurts and it's frustrating, but do what you want to do, because this is what I always say to myself whenever I like let that negativity get in. When I'm famous, they're gonna be crawling up at my doorstep. So when I'm famous, they're gonna then want to listen to my music, but you couldn't listen to my music while I was small. Imagine yourself when you have accomplished your goal and succeeded, and then imagine yourself looking at all those haters and all those people who didn't support you and didn't do what they needed to do as your friend or as whatever they are, and then just imagine that. Imagine how good it's gonna feel to prove all of those people wrong who discouraged you and told you you couldn't do something. And just think of that. Think of how good you're gonna feel when you're like, I did it. You thought I couldn't, and I did it. I don't know. That's so empowering to me. And I think of so many people run around my brain when I think this. And I'm like, all of these people who sit here and don't support me now, and then I know those same people, if I were to get famous tomorrow, those same people would be trying to pretend like they're my best friend in the entire world. And it is so frustrating. But just imagine yourself when you're doing better without them. Because they always come back. It always comes back. I get so passionate about this stuff, but because it really had a toll on me and it really affected me. Just don't worry about them. I know that's easier said than done, and I know it took me a long time to get to that point, but trust me, in the long run, they ain't gonna matter. They really not. So, on that note, that's how we're concluding the video. I hope you enjoyed seeing a different side of me, because towards the end of this video is definitely a different side of me. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you didn't, that is a-okay, because I know that one person's gonna dislike. I need to stop, y'all. I need to stop. Comment down below anything you want to say, if there's anything you want to say. I want to do more sit-down videos, so if you have any suggestions, please let me know in any way that you can. You can comment it, you can contact me any way you know how. Stream Anger, the EP, because it's out now. You can also stream my song called Breathe, which will be out on all platforms very soon, and it was written based on an English assignment. So you can listen to all my music because it's all there. It's all living and breathing. I love you all so much. Remember to be you and not care about the haters. And peace out, superstar.